welcome everybody. Remember I said my name is what? Mr. Abule. Very good. You're welcome to this class. Today we're going to be learning social studies, but a very special topic, and the topic is here on the board. Can we take it together? Let's all read together.
My family and I.
Super, I like that. So before we start, we're going to do a little bit of an activity. And we're going to sing a special song. You have to think carefully about the song so that you know the right thing to do at each time. So let's take the song together. I'm sure we all know it. Let's take it. 1, 2, go. The farmer in the dell, the farmer in the dell. Hi-ho, the dairy-o, the farmer in the dell. Now the farmer is who? Is it a boy or a girl? All right, so let's take the rhyme together. 1, 2, go. The farmer in the dell. The farmer in the dell, hi-ho, the dairy-o, the farmer in the dell. The farmer takes a wife, the farmer takes a wife. Hi-ho, the dairy-o, the farmer takes a wife. The wife takes a daughter, the wife takes a daughter. Hi-ho, the dairy-o, the wife takes a daughter. The wife takes a son, the wife takes a son. Hi-ho, the dairy-o, the wife takes a son. The wife takes a daughter, the wife takes a daughter. Hi-ho, the dairy-o, the wife takes a daughter. The wife takes a daughter, the wife takes a daughter. Hi-ho, the dairy-o, the wife takes a daughter. The farmer in the dell, the farmer in the dell. Hi-ho, the dairy-o, the farmer in the dell. The farmer in the dell, the farmer in the dell. Hi-ho, the dairy-o, the farmer takes the dell. Very good, very good. Clap for yourselves. So the farmer is a what? The farmer is a boy. Farmer is a father. Yes, good. Farmer is a father. Thank you. Thank you, Royal. The farmer is a father. The wife is who?
Mother.
The mother. And the daughter is who? She's a sister, or she's also called a high five, good. She's also called a child. And the son? A brother or a child or a sibling. And the other daughter is a child as well. Very good. All right, so this brings us to our lesson for today, which is about our families and ourselves. So let's look at our learning objectives, okay? So I'm looking out for pupils who will. Let's read the first one.
State and describe the 3 types of family.
Good. And the second?
Sketch pictures and make stories of their own family.
Brilliant. And just Jason. I want Jason to read the last one. Yes? Jason, can you read the last objective? Let's take it all together, everybody.
Create a list of their role in family.
Good. All right, so we'll go on to the key words. There are some very important words I want you to be thinking about throughout this lesson. The first one is family. And the other one is a role. Everybody, the first one is what? Family. And the second? Role. Yes, I'll explain them later on, but let's move on. So a family is a group of people living together. They're related by birth, by marriage, by adoption or blood ties. So let's read the definition together. 1, 2, go.
A family is a group of people living together that are related by birth, marriage, adoption, or blood ties.
Good. Do we know what birth means?
Yes.
Who can tell me? Yes, Emanuela? Yes, when a woman gives birth to a little baby, everybody was a baby at one point in time. What about marriage? Can anyone tell me? Blossom? Blossom? Point us down. Yes, keep going. Good. Yes, a man and a woman come together to live as a family. Good. Who can tell me what adopt? I don't want to hear I don't want to hear I just want you to tell me what adoption is. What is adoption? Somebody who is putting up their pointer nicely. Samantha, what is adoption? Now, Royal, think about what blood ties are. I'm going to ask you. Yes? Good. Good. So maybe an orphan is a child that doesn't have a mother or a father. You take them as your own. So some of our parents adopt other children and take them as their own, and they become parts of our family. Very good. And Royal, tell me about blood ties. What comes to your mind when you hear blood ties?
Blood ties is when that the same blood family.
Good. Maybe your cousins or your aunties. You have the same family, so you have the same parents or the same grandparents, your cousin and aunties. Very good. Thank you. Now, there are 3 types of families we'll be learning about. The first one is what on the board? Let's take that word together. Very good. And number 2 is what?
Polygamous family.
Now, that word is actually polygamous. Everybody? Polygamous family. And the third?
Extended family.
Very good. Now, a nuclear family is made up of a man, his wife, and their children. I have a picture on the board of a nuclear family. When you look at it, they are very familiar faces. Who can tell me who they are? Everybody say it together.
Barack Obama.
Yes, good. That's Barack Obama and who?
Michelle
Obama and their daughters. Very good. That's very good. And then this one is a polygamous family. A polygamous family. Looking at the picture, who can tell me what a polygamous family is? Looking at the picture. Some people are very quiet and I want them to talk. So I want to hear from Jason. Jason, looking at the picture, just tell me what comes to your mind. Okay, yes, they are a happy family. That's good. Can anybody else help Jason? Can anyone help Jason? Bliss? Speak up so everybody can hear you. Good. A man can marry more than one wife. So you can see here, this is the man, isn't it? Yes. And his wife. This is another wife, and their what? Children. Very good. So a polygamous family is made up of a man or a woman who marries more than one husband or more than one wife. All right? Very good. And the next one is what? Extended family. Now this one it's a very interesting one because you can see so many people. So many people. So what do you think an extended family is? An extended family. What do you think an extended family? When you hear the word extended family, who belongs to an extended family? Yes, Emanuela?
Extended family has the nuclear and your aunties and uncles together.
Good. Beautiful. All right. Thank you very much for that. So an extended family is made up of all your other relatives that are not in your nuclear family. So your aunties. Who can give me another person that can be in your extended family? Yes, Royal? Your great grandparents. Jason? Just give me one. Now, Jason, keep thinking. I'll come back to you. Another one. Grandmother. Grandparents. Also like your grandmother. I want something different. Your extended family now. Extended family. Those who are not in your nuclear family. Try again. Try again. Tell me somebody that is not in your nuclear family. Think of those outside. She talks about grandparents, grandmother. Somebody said aunties, great grandparents. But I want something that is not great or grand. Something, yes, Emanuela?
in-laws.
Your in-laws. Beautiful. Please, everybody give Emanuela one sound clap. Good. Bliss, one more. Your cousins, beautiful. Jason, are you ready? Are you ready to give me one? Remember our competition? Yes, Royal? Cousins, okay. You can also have your uncles. Do you remember that? Think of your uncles and all that. So thank you very much. Let's move on to the next one. So now that we know the 3 types of families, we're going to look at the roles of the members of those families. Now, remind me of the first type of family we talked about. The first one is, let's say it together, everybody, the nuclear family, which is made up of a man, his wife, and their children. And we have the polygamous family, which is made up of what? A man or a woman that marries more than one wife or more than one husband and their children. And the extended family? Uncles, aunties, all your, yes, other relatives. Good. Now, all the members of the nuclear family, they have their roles and their responsibilities. But what is a role? Let's read the definition on the board. Good. In your own words, can you just tell me what is a role? Because that is a definition I've given you. But you've read the definition. What does a role actually mean? Somebody's role. If I say your father has a role or your mother has a role, you have a role, what do I really mean? What do I really mean? Who can tell me? Blossom? Go on, think about it. All right, so I'll come back to you. Somebody else, can you help her form that idea a little bit better? Emanuela?
The role is the action taken of the person, like the responsibility of the person.
Okay, so those things that you expect from a particular person. Maybe you have expectations, right? You expect when you're living in the house with your mom or your dad, you expect something from them. Or your siblings, you expect something from them, isn't it? And they're supposed to do that, and that is simply called a role. All right, so we're going to take the roles of the who?
Father.
The father, very good. And the most important thing the father does is that he's the head of the family. He takes very important decisions, and he makes sure that everybody is doing what they should be doing. He also what? He provides for the family. He's the breadwinner. When someone is a breadwinner, we say breadwinner to describe somebody who actually goes out to get money and gets paid so that he can actually support the family. He provides the basic needs like what? What do daddies provide? They pay for what? School fees. Very good. What else? Shelter. Yes, they pay rent or they provide homes for us to live in. Good. They also do a very interesting one, which is what? They discipline. Yes, they also make sure that we follow the rules of the family. Yes, Blossom? Discipline. Discipline is basically influencing somebody's behavior. So giving them the guides on how to behave in the right way and how not to behave in the wrong way. Do you understand that? All right, good. And fathers also, what? They teach, yes. They teach about the culture of the society or the culture of your family, anything, just the way of life to live in that particular society. They teach you how to greet your elders, isn't it? The correct way to greet your elders, maybe in your native language or in English, whichever way, they make sure that you know what to do in every situation. They also do something very important. They love, yes, and they
Protect.
yes, and they also do something. They are good role models. They behave in a way so that we can copy them and then we can behave in the proper way that the society expects us to behave. Okay, do we understand that?
Yes.
And finally, they have their civic responsibilities. Their civic responsibilities. It's a big word, so I'll write it. It's a big phrase. Civic Let's take that.
Civic responsibility.
This is basically a role that the government says every member of society must fulfill. For example, your parents, your dad, he pays tax, okay? And he follows all the rules that the society has set. Do you understand that, Blossom? Are you with us? Blossom, are you with us? Good. All right. And let's look at the roles of the
Mother.
The roles of the mother. Blossom, give me the first one.
Childbearing.
Childbearing. Tell me a little bit about that. Yes, Blossom, stand up, speak out.
The mother gives birth to the children.
Yes, she gives birth to children. Very good. The next one, who wants to tell me about the next one? Yes, Emanuela? Housekeeping, good. Tell me about it.
It's when your mom takes care of the house, she has the responsibility to take care of
Yes, so she manages the home. Thank you. She manages the home. She makes sure that everything we need at home, we have at home. And she also what? She cares for us, isn't it? Yes, and just like dad, the mother teaches, she models, and she also disciplines. Very good. And of course, your mother also has civic responsibilities, which is she pays her taxes and she obeys the laws of the society. Yes, Samantha? Of models, yes, she's a model. So she's an example. She puts herself up as an example for you to follow. So when you see your mother doing the right thing, you should copy her. So that's what a role model is. She shows you how to behave in society. Is that clear? Good. Let's move on to the role of the
Child.
very good. Everybody here is a child. So it means that you have to take this one really, 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 really seriously so you can understand your role as a child. And the first one I have here is that you need to obey. You need to obey your parents, obey your elders, obey the laws of society so that everywhere you go, you're performing your role as a child and making sure you're behaving in the right way. All right? Yes. Is that okay?
Yes.
Good. And the next one? Respect. Yes, you need to respect those in authority, respect your elders. Who can tell me the people we should respect in society? I want everybody to tell me. Jason, tell me one. Who should I respect? Who should I show respect to?
When you respect,
All right.
that's why. You respect your mother and your father.
Brilliant. Please, everybody, give him a sound clap. You respect your mother and your father. Brilliant. Someone should tell me something else. Who else should we respect? Royal. The governments. Respect the laws and the rules. Yes. Blossom.
Your elders.
Your elders. Yeah. Anybody that is older than you. Yes. Please. Who should we respect? Think about it. Who wants to help her? Emanuela? Your teachers, those who are teaching. Good. You know you can also respect your peers, your friends, those people who are the same age as you are. It doesn't have to be somebody that is older than you. You should also respect your friends and those in your age group because it's important to care about the next person and how they are feeling. So you can respect yourselves now by making sure you're not disturbing the person next to you. So everybody that is fiddling with something, you shouldn't be fiddling with that thing. So, and that's the way you can show respect. Is that clear? Yes. You can also do what? As a child, you can also love yourself, love your neighbors, and love those in society, those who are not in your family. Do you know you should show love to those who are not in your family? Do you know that? Yes. Good. That's very good. And remember, I talked about your mother and your father teaching you the culture of society. Didn't I talk about that? I did. Good. So it's your responsibility to learn. You need to open your mind and take to instruction. When your parents give you advice or explain something to you, you need to take it seriously and show that you're performing your role as a child. And finally, who can tell me the civic responsibility of a child? This is a trick question. I want you to think about it carefully. What is the civic responsibility of a child? The civic responsibility of a child. Yes, Emanuela? To go to school and have good grades. That's one way of looking at it. Yes, Royal, what do you have in mind?
To
To learn, brilliant. That's a very, please, a sound clap for him. To learn, you need, as a child, do you have money to pay tax? No, you don't. So the best thing you can do is you need to be aware of the rules and the laws in the society and obey them. Is that clear? Very good. So another important role of a child is to help out with chores. Everybody? Chores. What are chores? Do you know what chores are? Chores at home. Yes. Things you can do around the home, like sweeping. Who can tell me the chores? I'm sure everybody here, you help out in some way at home. I want everybody to tell me one thing that they do at home. Starting, so pointers down. Pointers down. Everybody's going to tell me. Yes. Royal, what do you do at home? Sit up. You arrange your bed. Very good. I like that. Samantha?
I wash the plate.
You wash the plates. Do you really wash plates at home? Brilliant. Bliss? You sweep. Does Bliss know how to sweep? Wow, you sweep your mom's room. Interesting. Blossom? You take care of your siblings. What do you do? Tell me. Stand up and tell me. What do you do when you say you take care of your siblings? In what way? Okay, when your mom is not around, you take care of your siblings. But I hope she doesn't leave you at home for too long, because that's not too okay. But I'm sure you help out at home. Thank you. Jason, what do you do at home to help out? Somebody said they make their beds, they sweep their mom's room, they look after their siblings. What do you do?
I fetch water.
You fetch water, okay, to have your bath, isn't it? Good, thank you. Emanuela? You help her to cook. So what do you help her to do? Wash vegetables and things like that. Brilliant. But make sure that you're not in the kitchen on your own. Make sure your mom is always there, okay? But thank you. That's a very important role of a child, to help out with chores at home. Is that okay? Good. Okay, so let's go over what we've learned today. We've learned some very important things, the types of families. The first type of family we learned was the nuclear family, isn't it? And the nuclear family is made up of a man, his wife, and their children. Very good. Sit up. The second one we learned about was a polygamous family. And it's made up of a man with more than one wife, or a woman and more than one husband, and their children. And the extended family is made up of relatives, cousins, all part of the nuclear. Good, very good. And then we talked about the roles of the father, the roles of the mother, and the roles of the child. Very good. So I want us to do an activity now with our worksheet. So open your desk, bring out your pen. I'm going to share the worksheet out. Pass it behind. Take one and pass the other one. Take one and pass the other one. Yes, please. Well, you can put it flat on your desk. Now, I want you to write your name. The first thing you should do, write your name. Write your name. There's a space for you to write your name. Yes, please write your full name, your surname. Make sure your handwriting is legible, your handwriting is clear. I want to see good handwriting. Write your name. Write today's date. The 4th of August. Today is the 4th of August, 2016. Write it nicely. There's space for your dates. Look at the worksheet carefully. Look at the worksheet carefully. Can you see? Look. Good. Name written? Name written?
Yes.
Date written?
Yes.
Brilliant. So we're going to read the first instruction. The first instruction, let's read it all together. Circle the correct. Let's read it together. 1, 2, go.
Circle the option with the correct option.
Let's take that instruction as circle the option with the correct answer. Okay, circle the option with the correct answer. So if the answer, thank you, if the answer is A, you're going to circle the letter, which is the option, as A. So now we're all going to work quietly. Look at your own work. Read it, read the question, and circle the correct answer. I'm going to give you a few minutes to work on that for the first section. Make sure you're reading carefully. Make sure you finish drawing a sketch of your family, because you're going to come out and you're going to explain, or you're going to tell us something special about your family. So if you can, write a sentence to help you remember. Write a little sentence about your family. By now you should be rounding up your drawing. I'm going to be taking the pencils. So you should be rounding up your drawing. Samantha, sit down. All right. Pencils down. Remember, I'm still watching. It's a competition. Pencils down. We're going to go back to our objectives and look at how much we've achieved. Yes, pencils down, good, everybody. So remember, our objective was state and describe the 3 types of families. Have we done that?
Yes.
Do we know the 3 types of families?
Yes.
Can we describe them?
Yes.
3 types of family: the nuclear family, the extended family, and the polygamous family. Very good. Do we sketch pictures and make stories about our own family? Has everybody made a sketch of their family?
Yes.
You're not done. Okay, don't worry. You have some time to finish that later. But we have all started the sketch of our family. Did you all write a sentence, anything about your family? Just the start of a beautiful story about your family. You've written one. Okay, good. I'm going to ask you to share that very soon. And to create a list of your roles in the family. Did you do that in your worksheets? Did you write down the roles of a child? Look at that section, the roles of a child. I want someone to share one thing they wrote. Royal, tell me one thing you wrote. The roles of a child. Obeys instruction. Very good. Samantha, tell me another one. That's not obeys instruction. Yes, go on.
The child helps in doing chores.
Speak out.
The child helps in doing chores.
You help out with chores. Very good. Anyone with a different idea? Blossom? The roles of a child. Very good. But can you stand up and tell me and your friends, yes?
A child respects his elders.
Brilliant. A child respects his or her elders. So I have a few questions of my own just to make sure that you've been listening. Who can remind me of the definition or the description? What is a family? Can remind me, what is a family? What is a family? Yes, Emanuela? Good. Adoption. Very good. That's a good try. Please, let's clap for Emanuela. And the types of family, we've talked about that. Very easy. I want someone to tell me the 3 types of family from the top of your heart. 3 types of the family. Blaze, are you still with us? Okay, give me just one type of the family. One type of a family? Just give me one. And Samantha, you give me the other 2. Give me one. One type. Speak out so everybody can hear you. An extended family. Very good. And Samantha, the other 2? Speak out. A nuclear family and a polygamous family. Very good. All right. I'm sure we've all started or we've finished our sketch of our family. And you've all written a sentence or some sort of description of your family. I want you to come out and share it. Who is ready to do that? Brilliant. So I want Emanuela to come up first. You're going to tell us about your family. Why are they special to you? Why is your family special to you? Come out. And who is in your sketch? Who is in your sketch? Remember to speak clearly for everyone to hear you.
In my sketch, I have my parents.
Good.
And my siblings and I. Then, what to say about my family? My family is the best family I've ever seen. And everybody in my family understands each other's feelings.
Brilliant.
So, it's going well.
All right. Let's clap for Emanuela, please. Let's clap for Emanuela. Brilliant. Let's have Samantha. Samantha, come out. Tell us about your family. Tell us about the sketch and why your family is special to you. Thank you. Let's clap and encourage her. All right. Speak out.
This is my family. Today I'm going
A little louder.
Today I'm going to talk about my family. My family cares about each other.
Good.
They love each other. They take care of each other. And they love kids.
Okay. So who is in your sketch?
This is my dad, my mom, me, and my brother.
Brilliant. Please let's clap for Samantha. Let's clap for Samantha. And finally, who can tell me what type of family did Emanuela describe in her sketch? She showed us her dad, her brothers, and herself, her mom. What type of family? Blossom. It was a nuclear family. Very good. What about Samantha? Bliss. What type of family did Samantha describe? A nuclear family, because it was just her mother and her father and all the children. I've looked at all your sketches of your nuclear families and I'm very impressed and very proud. I'm going to mark your work and I'm going to give it back to you. But I have some homework for you. I want you to ask your parents about your extended family so that when we come back, you can add your extended family members into your sketch. Can you all do that? Can you all do? Brilliant. Please give yourselves a round of applause. You've been very wonderful. Good. Thank you. And this is the very end of this lesson. Thank you for behaving very well. I'm proud of you.